Hi, this is CK Sample III with Obsessable.com, and this is the Daily Obsession. I wanted to show you this anti-glare film that I purchased for my MacBook. And this stuff isn't inexpensive. I just got it from the Apple Store, and it's $34.95 from the Apple Store. It's just a little thin bit of plastic, but what it does for that 35 bucks is make your MacBook screen non-glossy, which there's been a lot of press recently about a $200 solution where they actually removed the glossy glass, but this supposedly will do it on the cheap. So we're going to see if it really works and if it's any good, and see if it's something worth being obsessed over. So you can see this thing comes with a little set of instructions that just basically tell you how to apply it. Here it is unapplied and outside of its envelope, and the envelope was kind of hard to figure out how to open. I wasn't sure if I should cut it along the top, the bottoms, or the sides, but I eventually figured it out. If you can see right here, where is it? There's a little dot if I hold it up. Let's find a good spot to look up. See a little hole in it? I don't know if you can see that very good right there. See where it's not blurry? That's a little hole that you line up with the eyesight on your screen. So this will go right here on my Mac, but I need to clean off my screen first in preparation. So here's the regular Mac screen, and as you can see, let me turn off the lights on the keyboard so they're not reflecting. There we go. Well, still, I don't know what's reflecting. Anyway, as you can see me, hi, in the reflection of the desktop on my MacBook, and this is about how glossy it is all the time. It's a very bright screen though, so you don't notice it most times, but still there are certain situations where it's definitely glossy, and it's not as nice as my Wacom tablet, for example, which has a matte screen about the same resolution. So now we're gonna clean this off and stick the the anti-glare film for the MacBook 13-inch, which is made by, who is this made by? Power Support? Dream, Protect, Create. And we'll see if it actually works and if it's worth your $35 worth of investment if you hate the super glossy screen on your MacBook. Okay, so here's the finished product. I've got the screen on this now, and it's been here for about 2 days. And finally, like all the little air bubbles that were around the edge, there's still a little bit right here that you might be able to see right there. But for the most part, all the air bubbles have cleared themselves out. It probably took me, in aggregate, an hour and a half worth of adjusting and readjusting. And whoa, there's a TweetDeck popping up for no reason. I had that hidden. Anyway, about an hour and a half of adjusting and readjusting. And you'll end up using tape quite a bit to... because you use tape to lift up the corners rather than using your fingernail, because you can damage it otherwise. And also you'll use tape if there's any specks of dirt, which there were like 3 little specks of dust on the screen that I had to pull up with tape, the edge of the cover, and then underneath use tape again to get it off from the backside. So all in all though, you can still see my reflection. See, hi, but it's not nearly as glossy and reflective as it was in the original version. So the only thing that's a bit weird with this matte covering is, depending on the angle, there's a little bit of a sheen that you see. And then also on really white pages like Google here, you're not seeing these lines like in real life. That's just some sort of polarizing effect because of this camera. But you do see a little bit of like sort of a, instead of it being pure white, you see a little bit of a fuzzy rainbow distortion going on. Very slight, not always noticeable. Just every once in a while you'd be like, hey, that's not really white. If I look closely, it's a little fuzzy rainbow. So overall, 35 bucks, much improved off of the glossy screen if you hate glossy screens on MacBooks. And there's most likely film like this for other popular glossy laptops out there. But let's show you one other alternative that you can use if you have the money and you're interested in investing in it. Now, if you have a little bit more money to burn and you want something better than a little plastic screen that you have to place and replace on your laptop screen, and you have a MacBook Pro 15-inch,
the people at Tech Restore offer a $200 replacement of the screen, and here they have a little demonstration of the difference between how glossy it is and how not glossy it is. This, of course, is Photoshopped, but here's an actual picture of them side to side, side by side, with the strong reflection of the light and then the kind of washed out reflection. And this is very similar to the type of matte finish that was achieved with this $35 sheet of anti-glare film that I put on my MacBook. However, what the Tech Restore people do is you actually send them your MacBook and they remove the glass, they remove the screen and replace it with a brand new screen that is a matte screen and a black bezel around it. So you no longer have the solid glass cover over the screen that's super glossy and very protective of the screen. So there may be a little bit of a trade-off in how durable the screen is, but at the same time they do offer a 1-year warranty with this replacement. So if you have $200 to burn and you really don't like the idea of using a little $35 bit of film and you're looking for something to really make your 15-inch MacBook look more of a matte screen the way you originally wanted it, then you may want to look into this Tech Restore. This has been CK Sample with the Daily Obsession. Check out Obsessable.com for all the links that I mentioned in this video, and I hope you enjoyed it.